This is one DJ you don't wanna fuck with.
They're going for broke. They're dropping the bomb on us right now. They're moving in right now. A psychiatric / police state grid where if you're seen yelling at your children, they're taken. Not even a law. Not even real courts set up under the eugenics courts. What courts do you think issued orders to have people sterilized in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s? Over 500,000 women in the U.S. The eugenics courts, you know them as the family courts. You know them as that system where the judge and the CPS, no jury, to protect the children. There's no jury. Can't trust the citizens. They say we decide yelling at your children. Now, yelling at your wife. London Telegraph. France to criminalize shouting at your wife. Married couples could be arrested and charged for insulting each other under new law in France banning psychological violence. But if police dogs want to bite old ladies coming out of a shopping mall with bags in their hands and hit crowds with sound cameras, that's okay. The violence intensifies on television. Murder, the tyranny, the corruption, the images, the dehumanization. But then if a child in art classes has to draw a picture of their parents, they draw a picture of their father who's a police officer with a gun, the child is arrested and put under psychiatric care. That's in the news every week. Again, they put out these messages, and then when people buy into it, oh, you can play video games where you're slaughtering and killing and butchering people, where you run false flag attacks. Like the new #1 video game on store shelves. That's all okay. You can love Jack Bauer on TV when he tortures someone's child to get answers and stops LA from being nuked. You can love the Army's report where they admit they rape children in front of their parents at camps all over the world. That's good. They can body scan your little children and your wife and save their naked images and use the biometric body scan however they want. That's good. I told you 6 years ago the feds had taken over the Boy Scouts where the Explorer Scouts were training them for gun confiscation and part of AmeriCorps, Secure Corps. Told you that 8 years ago, actually. It was first in the Philadelphia Daily News. How great it was. Then the New York Times shows Explorer Scouts training with guns, and it showed photos, scores of color photos of the dead U.S. veterans who refused to turn their guns in. They put it in the newspaper. It's hellish in your face. They're going for broke. They're dropping the bomb on us right now. They're moving in right now. And then the L.A. Times reports 2 weeks ago, oh, the L.A. Police Department and other departments around the country, they're running with the Pentagon. Public schools will now be Pentagon centers run by the Army and police. And we want the troubled youth. Yes, the thugs. That's what the Nazis did and the Soviets and the Maoists did. And it says, oh, the police departments are taking over the Boy Scouts. They no longer will even run it. The police departments will openly run these divisions with children training as literal Hitler Jugend. And so you don't want to put your children in school. Folks, if I knew what I knew now, and of course I wouldn't have been in public school. I went to public school. I went to public school in kindergarten in the 1st grade in a bad part of Dallas. Then, I remember them bringing in the fluoride pills we all had to eat. I remember getting a huge headache and throwing up every time they did it. Every month. It wasn't placebo, it wasn't psychosomatic. I thought it was candy. I remember getting sick with those red pills. A dose that they admit is incredibly toxic, thousands of times